Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jackie and today I'm here to do my December TBR. So for December I have a slightly ambitious TBR. It's not ambitious as far as the number of books I have on it, it's more of the size of the books I have. I have 2.5 books that are like over 500 pages, so hopefully I can get through the majority of them, but we'll have to wait and see. Plus December is really busy with the holidays coming up and school ending, so we'll have to wait and see how this month goes, but without further ado, I'm going to jump right in and get started with the TBR. So the first few books I have to talk about today are rereads for me. The first two of those being Queen of Shadows and Empire of Storms, both by Sarah J. Maas, book 4 and 5 in the Throne of Glass series. This is a series I have been rereading since the middle of June, and I was getting prepared for Kingdom Batch to be released. That was released at the end of October, and I am really hoping to get somewhat caught up on the series this month. I am halfway through Queen of Shadows right now. I really want to finish this after, the crazy month I had in October. So hopefully that is the case this month. This is 600 plus pages. This is closer to 700 pages. So, that's over 1,000 pages combined between the two books. And I just really want to move on with the series. I love these two books as books on their own, but the series in general is one that has captured my heart. It is new adult high fantasy, and it follows a main character named Selena Sardarthian, who is an assassin. She's the most secret assassin in all the land, and at the beginning of the first book she is in prison for events we find out about in the prequel novellas, and the only way she can find her freedom is entering this competition to become the Kingsman assassin, and it takes off from there. This is a very polarizing series, more so than ACOTAR is, also by the same author, and it's still one of my favorite series of all time. I mean, it has its problems, don't get me wrong, it has a lot of issues, but as far as its content, I think it's really enjoyable, and I'm really hoping that these two books will be great as they were a couple of years ago when I first initially read them. So the only other book I plan on rereading is kind of random. I wasn't initially going to put it on my TBR, but I figured I recently rewatched the movie for like the 10th time this week from when I'm filming this video, and I've been in the mood for something like this, so I just threw it on, and that is Star Wars Revenge of the Sith by Matthew Stover. So this is the novel adaptation of the third movie in the Star Wars saga, Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, which is my favorite movie of all time. I love Revenge of the Sith. I love Star Wars in general, but this movie has always had a special place in my heart. It's always been my favorite since the first time I rewatched it. And I just have been in a mood to have all the Star Wars content thrown at me from every angle. So I really want to reread this book. It's been close to 5 years since I reread it in its entirety. I've read like snippets of it, but not the entire novel. So I would really like to do it this month, and hopefully that is the case. The book that I have to talk about today is Last Woman Standing by Amy Gentry, which was sent to me for review by HMH, who I am working with again for this book, and this book comes out on January 15th of 2019. It is an adult psychological thriller. It follows our main character Dana, who is at a bar one night where she meets another woman named Amanda, and they kind of bond over similar interests. And the thing is, Dana has recently been sexually assaulted and harassed, so her and Amanda decide to make a plan to find their assailants and kill them, basically. So I am really excited to read this. It just sounds really interesting. I haven't read a psychological thriller that involves this kind of content, so I do place a trigger warning on it for that if it's something that bothers you, but I'm also very interested, especially because the Me Too movement has been kind of gaining, a big presence in the world over the past couple of years, so it should be really interesting. I'm looking forward to reading it. Second last book I have to talk about today is the Chapter by Chapter Book Club Book of the Month for the month of December. If you guys don't know, Chapter by Chapter is the book club I run over on Goodreads. The link is down below for you guys to go check out. But this month we are reading Girls with Paper and Fire by Natasha Neon. So this is the Alcrate exclusive edition, and this was one of my most anticipated releases of 2018. It is a young adult, I guess you could say high fantasy. It follows our main character who lives in a world where every year the king pretty much finds 8 girls from all across the land and brings them to the palace to become paper girls, and they are basically sex slaves. So every year, again, there's 8 girls chosen. In this particular year, there is a 9th girl chosen, who is a girl of fire. And our main character, Lee, decides to set out to figure out why this ninth girl was chosen. And there's also a female-female romance in this book, which I heard is done fantastically. So I'm really looking forward to this. I love this cover. Like, look at this kind of rainbow effect it has. It's absolutely stunning. I've been hearing fantastic things about it, so hopefully I enjoy it as well. And the last book I'm going to pick for my TBR today is my TBR jar pick for this month. So every year, or every month since the beginning of the year, I've been picking one book out of my TBR jar. And this is the last month, so hopefully I can read something really good out of it and get it out of the TBR jar and onto my red shelf. So let's go ahead and shake this up and pick the book for this month. I've shaken up my TBR jar, and let's go ahead and grab one. Alright, so it is this one right here. It is Face the Fire by Nora Roberts, which I know is book 2 in the Three Sisters Island trilogy. So let me go ahead and grab that and I'll be right back. So here it is, Face the Fire by Nora Roberts, and I actually made a mistake and just realized this is actually book 3 in the trilogy. So I also went ahead and picked up Heaven Earth, which is the second book, and just in case I am not able to get to the third book, I will be able to get to the second. However, the thing is with the series, I reread or read the first book in it last June, and I cannot remember anything that happens in it, so I'm either going to have to reread the book or find a synopsis or summary online. So with that said, I'm actually going to go ahead and pick a second TBR jar pick for this month. So I'm going to go ahead and shake this up again, and we'll decide on a second one. Alright, so let's go ahead and shake this one up. Alright. So got a little tab right here, and the book that I have chosen is Little Monsters by Kara Thomas. So let me go ahead and grab that for you guys. Alright, so here is my other TBR jar pick for this month, which is Little Monsters by Kara Thomas. This is a young adult thriller that follows a girl who moves to a new town, and she has a small group of friends, and one by one, all those friends get either killed off or they go missing. So if I don't get to these two books, I can at least have another option to pick up. I want to read all 3 of these. I will be completely honest. If I can get to all 3 of them in 1 month, maybe that would be the case. That would be great. I highly doubt this is going to happen considering I'm in a reading slump, but we can try, you guys. We can try. So those are my TBR jar picks for this month. And that is going to be it for this video, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already. I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Be sure to let me know in the comments down below what you guys plan on reading in the month of December, as I would love to know. And as always, all my social media links are linked down below for you guys to go check out if you'd like to follow me on any of those. And with being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you soon for another video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye!